Hey guys, how's it going? As you guys can see, what the hell is this dude going? Get away from me, dude. You gonna start dancing in front of me? I don't dance. But anyway, what's up, people? As you guys can see, I'm a level 5 right now, from where the video cut off. I've been trying to wait for a friend to to download the beta before I start recording videos. But since he's taking a long time downloading it, and I'm probably going to kick out some more co-op videos, but as for right now, since I know I haven't uploaded anything with this ever since it came out, I'm going to try to run through this a little bit by myself, maybe do 2 separate run-throughs with it, maybe one by myself, maybe another with co-op. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm going to try to do that. I played a little bit. I played like the first 2 missions. That's why I'm level 5, and plus I'm running around exploring and things like that, getting some of the collectibles like the chests and the what do they call those things? These little things, the little broken dead machines things. I forget what they're called, but I've been finding a few of those, and just ranking up for the most part. Getting better gear, getting better weapons, things like that. But I haven't been playing none of the story missions besides the first 2. I'm assuming they probably only got like 5 or 6 of them in the game, but that's what we're going to be doing now. I'm just going to jump into it. I can walk around here and show you guys everything first, and then we're going to, jump into orbit and head back down to Earth, and I'm going to start the story quests and stuff over, picking up from where my last video left off from. But, let me see. Let me start off over here first. I'm just going to take you guys through this place and show you guys around and everything, and show you where I found certain things. I know there are a few ghosts, that's what they're called. There are a few dead ghosts here that I found. First off, so far the tower is broken up into 3 separate areas. You have this area over here where you can do a little customization. You can talk to the speaker, and they got the faction guy over there. But I'm assuming, I haven't bought any yet because this is just the beta, but I'm assuming this person sells you, emblems and, colors that you can color your different armor and stuff with. They're like far expensive, and I'm nowhere near level 20, so. And from what I hear, I think they capped it before that, so can't do nothing there. This, guys, is one of the factions in the game. Everybody sells a little bit of everything. I know they sell faction-related stuff. I don't know, what I'm hoping is that when the full game comes out, that they actually have faction-based quests and missions and stuff in the game. Like, you can join different factions and actually, do stuff for them and with them. That would be pretty badass. And then that way, if, other players join other factions, you got beefs with them and things like that. That's what I'm hoping. They're kind of like the local guilds of the game and stuff like that, but here's the speaker. He's pretty much the physical embodiment and speaker of the Traveler, which is that big exploding sphere moon looking thing in the background right there. So he tells you a bunch of stuff related to what you got to do in the darkness and all that stuff. He also sells, like, I guess, mark of something. What do they call it? Mode of light stuff. I'm guessing these are like when you do those, like when you do badass things in the game and you get recognized for doing it, then you could spend those on here and get these unique items and things like that.
There is still much to do.
There was also a dead ghost right here on this chair right here. So, I know it's not there now because I already picked it up, but just wanted to point it out. And so far, from what I'm understanding, they don't have a lot of areas where you can go yet in the tower. But from what I understand, as the beta goes on, more areas will open up. So, we'll see. I mean, if newer areas open up and stuff, I'll be, I don't mind recording videos for you guys, so. And, let me think, before we start exploring this area, there was also a dead ghost, I want to say, like somewhere near these boxes right here, maybe like lying on top of right here. I remember picking up one somewhere in here. I wish you had access to your double jumps and stuff like that when you were walking around the tower. That would be pretty fun. I'm assuming this person she's never had anything for me for the most part, but I'm assuming this is probably the person you go to whenever, if you buy an item or get a DLC weapon or something like that, maybe she's the person who gives it to you. You know, maybe that's the person you got to come to actually pick it up. This robot over here, this is just the, you know, the mail posting. You know, I guess you can mail things to other characters or mail messages to other characters, things like that. Here's the vault. These 4 big tower things here. As you guys see, I got a few things in here. Basically, what this is, this vault is kind of like a banking system that allows you to share items in between characters. So if you have more than one character, you can share items in between them and things like that by just storing them in that and then loading up your other character and pulling it out. This guy sells you programmable matter that you can use to buy weapons and gear with. You can buy them, or as you're out exploring the world, you can find them, and then you have to come to him to kind of decrypt them. Oh shit, we got a dance party. What's up, yo? Can I join? Can I join? No, wait, there we go. Damn, I can't dance. Alright, I suck at that. Just making myself look like an idiot. As you guys can see by all the weapons in the background, here is the gunsmith. You know, pretty much self-explanatory. Sells you guns. Also sells you ammo packs. In case you run out of ammo while you're out and about in the world. If you go down here, I'm assuming, hold on, let me get back up here. I'm assuming that this area up here, you can, I'm assuming this is going to open up, because you can see like a room behind it and stuff, so I'm assuming this is going to open up later on in the beta or something like that, because I know it's been blocked off ever since it started. This guy sells bounties. I guess different things you can go do in the Crucible, or you know, things like that you can do while you're out and about in the world and things like that. So I know I'm probably going to get into at least doing these. The Crucible stuff, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I know I'm going to probably play a bunch of multiplayer matches, but so far the multiplayer is okay. I mean, it's like, feels like, how would I describe it? It feels like Halo with Mass Effect's, you know, what do they call the powers in Mass Effect? It feels like Halo with powers, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not bad. I actually find it very fun, but it feels a little bit slower. But all right, these are your class trainers. For the most part, here's the Warlock. This is the Hunter. This is the Titan. You can buy class specific items and gear from them, as you guys can see, and you can also get this like legendary gear if you have your stats all the way up, yada yada yada. They also sell emblems and stuff that's related to it, but normally they're expensive. Every time, I know I did a couple missions, story missions, they have you go there, and they have you, for the most part, they might have you check out and get an item from them after every story mission, things like that. This guy is the Crucible guy. He sells you weapons and stuff like that. If your Crucible ranking, I guess, is, if you're really badass in the Crucible, you get points and stuff, and you can spend these points in the store here. So, wish I could take one of these guns and stuff out in the world, but I'm broke and poor. So far, just to give you guys a heads up about my character, anyway. Let me go to my stats here. For the most part, I mean, I've just been playing the Warlock. I'm going to probably play a Warlock when the full game comes out, because that's the class I like. I've never been a huge tanky character, and the Hunter I would like, but I just don't like the special moves, and something turns me off about their look, so not really a fan of it. But for the most part, I've been using scout rifles. In my opinion, they don't seem overpowered in any kind of way, but they do a lot of damage when it comes to range versus everything else. I'm not saying that everything else is weaker, It's just my personal preference. I mean, I've always loved semi-automatic weaponry in video games and things like that, even in real life. So, because I prefer accuracy over rounds down range. But I also, just in case, just in case I have to pull out an automatic rifle, you see I still have one right here. So, I've been trading off between this one. So I normally have, I guess, one semi-automatic, one burst fire, and one fully automatic assault rifle on my person at all times. Just in case if I have to switch to something else, I can always got something to fall back on in case I need it. As far as my special weapons, it's going to mostly be a sniper rifle. As you guys can see, like I have one right here. They're pretty decent. I would love to use my sniper rifle as a primary, but the game doesn't allow you to do that, so I'm going to usually keep this as my special, or like I said, I have one of every gun just for the situation. I got a sniper rifle, shotgun, even got a couple of these energy weapons. They seem to be pretty good. They're like, if I had to describe how they are when you use them, they're like, think of them as charge-up shotguns. They don't have a lot of range on them, so they're like a shotgun, but you got to charge it up for 2 or 3 seconds before you actually shoot somebody with them, and they do like tons of damage and plus elemental damage when you hit them. So it's like a charge-up shotgun for the most part. I just keep a couple of variations on me. That's why I got the purple magic on this one, the blue magic on this one, and the fire magic on this one. I know I'm extremely messing up by calling this purple and blue magic, but I don't know what it's really called, so I'm assuming this is like fire. This might be like electricity or something, but that's why I have 3 different versions of a similar gun. So, and the all-powerful rocket launcher. This is for when those bosses want to come up and you just shoot them with 1 or 2 rockets and kill them. So that's what this is here for. My gear, for the most part, I've been leveling up the green gear. If you can see here, you see how these are green and these 2 guns are green. You can, as you use the gear, you can upgrade it. So, like, you see how these 2 guns got the green bar beneath of it. The shirt right here has the green bar beneath of it. That means you can level them up. And when you level them up, let's say like this. See how they have these things next to it? See how this one's almost done? When this goes all the way around, I could click on that and level it up. And then I have that. Like, I'm waiting to level this one up. That way I can use a better sight for the gun right here. I want to put like a sniper scope on this gun. So that's what this is. Hopefully I think that's what this is, but that's what that green bar means. It means you can rank up the gun and actually upgrade it, versus, let's say, this gauntlet right here that I can't do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? It's like a generic item. So green gear is always better. I'm assuming they'll probably have even different colored gear, maybe rarer gear when the game finally comes out. I'm keeping this just because I like the looks of it. I've always been a fan of this color, in every game I play. So I'm just keeping this just for looks for the most part. But I'm wearing this because this gives me better defense, and I'm gonna probably be playing on hard all the time. So, but another thing I'm liking is you get these materials when you're out and about in the world. I've been collecting them, but I don't know what they're exactly used for. I haven't found a crafting section in the game yet, so I don't know how that's gonna play out. Maybe this is something, maybe that they have for the full game. So far, I'm loving the way the menus look. They look very, I ain't gonna say futuristic, but they look, very clean, sharp edges. It gives a computerized look to it. They could have stepped their game up even further. With the menus, like, for example, every time I come into this menu here, right, you see your little Peter Dinklage ghost here. When you click on stuff, right, I wish that they should have had him talking to you as you highlighted stuff. Like, let's say if you go on brightness right here, and, like, when you click on it like that, he would say something like, what are you trying to say? He's like, what do you mean, what do you say, like, I'm blind? Like, he would talk to you as a character because, to get you to like him better. You know what I'm saying? I wish that they would do that. But maybe in the full game they have that, so I have my hopes up, but I doubt it. That's something that normally, developers don't do. Alright, last area of the game. Well, not of the game, of the tower here. I know they got a few factions over here, and there's also the Vanguard guy and the ship lady. Here's the Dead Orbit faction.
I can help you, Guardian.
I would love to join them because they have the most badass name out of all the factions. You know, they sell faction-related gear, weapons, items, things like that. I'm assuming once the game comes out, maybe you could do quests and stuff for them. Maybe you could join them. Here's the Vanguard guy. I'm assuming, you know, he's going to sell the Vanguard weapons and stuff like that for when you do, like, badass stuff and, you know, things like that. And plus, I don't know if he's going to be in the, because I remember reading, like, they was, like, only people who pre-order get access to him. Or at least that's how I was reading it, right? I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But, so maybe if you buy the game when it, you know, day one when it comes out, maybe you don't get access to this guy or something. I'm assuming he's kind of like the, if any of you guys played, what was it, Mass Effect 1, I remember you had the Spectre guy who sold you Spectre weapons. I'm assuming that's what he's going to be like. Where he's going to sell you higher end gear and stuff once you're able to get it. You know, gear that you won't find in the regular weaponsmith guy. This person's the ship guy, or the ship woman, I should say. She sells you different vehicles and stuff like that, and I guess different skins for your little ship that you fly around in. You can buy them, or you can, I think if you find the gold chests, you get one, but I think I found all the chests and I haven't got one yet, so maybe I'm missing a chest or something, but, up here, there's also the, another Future War Cult, you know, another faction in the game. Sells, you know, faction-related gear.
Back to the struggle.
There's also another area here. I don't think there's nothing down here just yet, but there's this other area down here where you can go and walk around. I'm assuming once the game comes out, maybe they'll have different stuff down here, or maybe there'll be like another shop down here, because this looks like a place where somebody, you know, sets up shop where you can buy something, but so far nobody's here. So maybe that's something that they're going to add in once the game actually comes out, so. But anyway, that's the tower. What else can I say about the tower? Tower's pretty cool. I wish you could walk around and talk to more people, for the most part. One thing I did like in the game, and even they had it on the tower too, like, there's no invisible walls. And what I mean by that is, if I just wanted to, you know, do this, you know, you can jump off for no reason if you want. There's no penalty, or at least I don't think, for, you know, that I know of, for dying. This game has, I know once you get into the actual world, there's a lot of exploring in the world. If I remember, you can't jump on this ship. You're just, yeah. But, there's not really a lot of, or at least in the beta, not a lot of areas where you can go. But like I said, I'm hoping that opens up once the, you know, as the beta goes on, and then once the full game comes out, they at least have 2 or 3 more areas that's this big that you can go around and walk and talk to people, things like that. So that's what I'm hoping. Anyway, let's jump into it here. Let's go back into orbit. I'm going to show you guys the map, and then we're going to head down to Earth, and then I'm going to start up the first quest here. So far, I'm liking everything that, you know, that I'm seeing in the beta. Wish the load times were a little bit faster, because, like, you'll be sitting up in a mode like this for 30 seconds while the game is masking loading screens, and it's just like, I wish it was a little bit faster. It's like, come on. But here's the map. Here's the Crucible. This is where all the multiplayer action happens. Earth, so far, this is where all the missions take place. Moon is over here. I know that's a whole other area that I haven't got to yet. I'm assuming, by it being a separate area, maybe this is where other quests take place, or maybe raids, dungeon areas, things like that. I'm assuming that might take place there. But, I don't know, so far, you know, as you guys can see, I've only been like 3 places. So, alright, we're going to jump back into it here. I've already did this one and this one, so I'm just going to go back and I'm just going to replay everything. show you guys what I found, because I did tons of exploring and things like that. So okay, where's hard? I don't see hard mode no more. I know before I had like normal and hard, but can I change? Nope. Okay. But I think in this mission you had to find the warp drive for your ship, I think. But I'm going to run through it. And I'm going to do a lot of exploring, so just to show you guys what I found.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city with that one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.